Hi, I'm your nostalgia chick, and there's something about the phrase nostalgia goggles that takes on a whole new meaning during Christmas, one that turns off the brain more than usual. You see this in the movies people tolerate, the very same TV specials that air over and over every year, but most pervasively in the music. A lot of people, Christmas bubbles comfortably around their head, don't really listen to the lyrics or implications of their favorite Christmas songs. Some songs are nice enough, but a lot of them, especially the ones that originate in our glory days of nostalgic yore, are just kind of bizarre and a little disturbing. But more than that, they're completely inescapable. They never go away. I mean, sure, a lot of Christmas songs can easily be considered inescapable. One need look no further than a Nat King Cole or Mariah Carey Christmas album for that. But it seems like a lot of the most popular songs, especially the ones that radio stations just never get tired of, no matter how many years past their relevance it might be, just are simply kind of off in the message that they're trying to get across this Christmas. So here's my very biased, weirdly specific list of the top 10 disturbing and weirdly inescapable Christmas songs. Why top 10? Because you guys need to watch Spinal Tap.
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Icicle.
Number 10.
I'm Mr.
It might be a little weird for me to label a relatively unknown song as inescapable, but we're going to have to account for my own biases and remember what part of the world we're in. And since I'm in New York and everyone here, yuppies and hipster alike, adore this song, this one gets pretty inescapable. This one comes courtesy of Anglo-Irish punk outfit The Pogues and British pop singer Kirsty MacColl as a sort of sardonic opus that became the most loved and known thing associated with both of them, here in America anyway. Possible ugliest man alive, Shane MacGowan, is basically the talented Irish answer to Ozzy Osbourne, and Fairy Tale of New York is cited by most to be one of his best songs, if indeed one of the best Christmas songs ever written.
They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold. Thread the windows right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me.
Aww. But the thing about this song that really gives it its renown is the fact that it says a lot of decidedly not Christmassy things and manages somehow to retain its sincerity.
You're a bum, you're a punk,
You're an old slut and joker in there, almost dead on a trip in that bed.
you scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're ours, I pray God it's our love.
Ah, no wonder New Yorkers love this song. This was a high point for both parties, putting Kirsty MacColl's career back in motion and providing the Pogues with their biggest hit to date. Though, of course, nothing ever lasts, Kirsty MacColl was killed in 2000, and Shane MacGowan was kicked out of the Pogues for being retarded, and has been enjoying a direct spiral of fried brains ever since. But most of all, in a holiday so full of pretense, I think we're just kind of glad to have a Christmas song that lets us use words like slut, bum, faggot, and so on.
I could have been someone.
Well, so could anyone.
I'll miss you, New York. Number 9.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me.
Back in the 50s, Eartha Kitt set herself up as the original gold digger. After the success of Old Fashioned Girl, in which she innocently professes her desire for bags and bags of money, with Santa Baby, she professes her desire for bags and bags of stuff, in addition to money. And this sort of plays off that whole 50s bitches gotta get paid mentality championed by Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, but get that ice or else no dice.
You gonna put out? Well, bitch, where's my yacht? But in this case, we seem to be putting out for Santa. And that's just kind of a little mental imagery-y. Ew. But it's Eartha Kitt, and Eartha Kitt is pretty much the paragon of all things epic and awesome, and no one could pull off a weird little song like this with as much coyness and fun as she does, even nowadays.
I used to have a lot of fun with this song. Then Madonna sang it.
Oh no, she didn't!
Little baby, an outer space convertible to light blue.
Oh, she did.
I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot.
And so did she. Putting out for Santa seems lucrative. Santa baby, I need about 160 grand. Grad school's kind of expensive, Santa baby. I actually think fat guys are kinda hot. Number 8.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
Now Now, the inescapability of this one might also be a bit of a subject to technicality, but if you grew up in the South like I did, you probably know it, and you also know that there's nothing Southerners find more hilarious than alcoholism, especially when paired with domestic abuse. But it's less on this list for that aspect than the sheer disturbing content of the song. Originally a song by John Denver, the more popular version you usually hear is by Alan Jackson, and is a little more, shall we say, giddy about it.
Mama smiled, looked outside the window. She told me, son, you better go upstairs. Then you laughed and hollered, Merry Christmas. I turned around and saw my mama's tears.
Bitch!
Please, Daddy, don't get wrong.
Stay down, whore!
I don't want to see my mama cry.
Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself, huh? Why you hitting yourself?
I don't want to see. Everybody sing that.
Number 7.
It's my dick in a box.
You will never escape the song.
In a box, girl. It's my dick in a box.
The song that made even the most ardent hipster kind of respect take to. The thing about this beast being inescapable is it seems to transcend season. No one seems to remember that it's actually a Christmas song because it's being YouTube forwarded all year round. But the inescapability of this one was also contingent to what part of the world you're in. If your part of the world happens to be the internet, well...
Cut a hole in a box.
And thanks to the wonders of the internet, we can actually behold a whole slew of impersonators getting in on a cultural phenomenon.
And that's the way you do it. It's my dick in a box. My dick in a box, girl. It's my dick in a box. My dick in a box, girl. Christmas. Dick in a box.
I mean, sure, it's nowhere near as nostalgic as everything else on this.
Midday at the grocery store, dick in a box. Backstage at the CMA's a dick in a box. At the grocery store, dick in a box.
Moving on.
Backstage at the CMA's a
Number
dick
6.
in a box.
Alright, obviously this is one of those songs that in hundreds and hundreds of years of existence has not gone away, so clearly it's not going to anytime soon. But here's the thing. Clearly we've gotten tired of it. Giving your true love inordinate amounts of poultry and slave labor is just not going to cut it anymore. So adding different circumstances to Old Christmas Carol equals comedy. Let's see what we got, geniuses of adaptation. Why don't we start with a Guido 12 Days of Christmas?
5 pinky rings, 4 fresh cannolis, all 3 godfathers, 2 guinea pigs, and a ride in his Roxy. Wait, there's more.
How about the redneck 12 Days of Christmas?
Woo! Somebody done been to the Walmart.
Man, that's just the stuff I got for Christmas.
You mean there's life outside the Walmart?
12 pack of Bud, 11 wrestling tickets, 10 of Copenhagen, 9 years probation, 8 table dancers, 7 packs of Red Man, 6 cans of Spam.
A cast of Shrek 12 Days of Christmas, perhaps?
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a fire-breathing dragon just for me. Yeah!
Shh! Whoa, did you hear that? Yeah. Yeah, that was the sound of your IQ dropping.
6 mirrors cracking. You break it, you bought it.
A version by the Broadway cast of Phantom of the Opera, perhaps?
On the first day of Christmas, the Phantom gave to me a mask.
Okay, that one's actually kind of funny.
2 Christines
And a mask.
And then, of course, probably the most well-known, the 12 Fanes of Christmas.
The third thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me. Hangovers, rigging up the lights.
List other things I generically relate to and can bitch about.
facing my in-laws.
5 months of hell.
Haha, this isn't funny at all! Why am I doing this? The thing about the 12 Days of Christmas is that not only has it lasted for hundreds and hundreds of years after anyone knew there was supposed to be 12 days to Christmas, but it can be adapted to anything you want. Even chicken curry.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 green chilies.
Can you make me some chicken curry?
chubby.
Number 5.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
A lot of people have affection for this song, which I never quite understood. It's not funny. It's disturbing and sociopathic, but it's not funny. Unless the mental image of your grandmother being brutally gored by a hoofed beast just kind of appeals to you, in which case, what's wrong with you? I guess it's gotta be those nostalgia goggles again for people of my generation. And on the off chance someone enjoys this song, they can never quite point out why. The basic premise follows the adventures of said grandma who gets drunk on eggnog, goes outside, and finds herself victim of a vehicular homicide courtesy of Santa Claus.
We found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack. She had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back.
And I have nothing to say to that.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Number 4.
I really can't stay.
But baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
But baby, it's cold.
Seems like the older the song, the more times people are going to cover it for their Christmas album. And what better to cover than the original date rape anthem? Only in this instance, it's not drug-assisted so much as weather-assisted. Yes, the song that puts the sensual back in non-consensual, Baby It's Cold Outside, has become the standard not only for seasonal duets, but for no meaning yes.
I simply must
But
go.
baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
Baby, it's
Please, I just want to go home.
Neighbors might think.
Baby, it's bad out there.
Say, what's in this
No
drink?
cabs to be had out there.
What's in this drink? Why does that phrase not have good connotations?
If you caught new
Brian, what is in this drink?
Roofies.
over that old dog.
No means no, kids. Number 3.
All right, you chipmunks, ready to sing your song?
I'll say we are. Yeah, let's sing it now.
Inescapable? Yes. Perhaps one of the most simplistic Christmas songs ever recorded, this one has been around since the dawn of time and will never go away. But it's not really strange or disturbing, except for maybe slight implications of parental abuse. Until you hear the chipmunks' real voices.
Christmas, Christmas time is near. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. Want a plane that loops the loop. Me, I want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late.
I think that there's federal regulation that states that this song must play at least once an hour in any given retailer. Maybe it's to make us feel bad about our rampant consumerism while the rest of the world is starving. Point being that years and years have passed and this song is still being played with as great a frequency as it ever was. Back in the 80s, a bunch of well-meaning douches got together to create what might well be the most condescending song ever written.
There's no world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear.
Mordor?
Where the only water flowing is the bitter sting of tears.
Why do I feel offended already?
Bells that ring are the flagging chimes of doom.
Oh, come on, Chimes of Doom?
Thank God it's them instead of you.
Okay, so then the song proceeds to paint Africa in the most horrifying light imaginable.
Never grows, no rain or rivers flow.
Except for that longest one in the world. Yeah, that one. Okay, guys, I get it. The hyperbole is a good way to get people's attention. But you don't think that just maybe referring to Africa as a famine-ravaged wasteland, that consigning an entire continent to chimes of doom might be a bit patronizing? Number 1. It's everywhere. You'll be shopping innocently, trying to buy that last gift or two. Maybe not in the Christmas mood. The electric piano, the soft, sparkly Christmas sound. It doesn't matter what radio station or store you think is safe. It will follow you. For somehow, this one song has managed to crawl out of the ghetto of contemporary Christian. One song seems to cross over into all portions of Christmas.
Stop filming me!
One song will literally not leave you alone. I'm speaking, of course, of the Christmas shoes.
Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size.
Okay, if you're not familiar with the song, Middle America adores it, while most people with brainstems abhor it. It basically follows the story of this guy who's just not really in the Christmas mood when he sees this kid who doesn't have enough money to buy these shoes for his mom. But wait, he has a story.
Daddy says there's not much time. You see, she's been sick for quite a while.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Take a smile and one or two look beautiful. Mama meets Jesus tonight.
Ah, Jesus. Literally. This song truly exemplifies the Christmas song that is really horrifying, but people like for some unfathomable reason. I guess Middle America just has no sense of irony. But what we've got is a song about a kid whose mom dies on Christmas, and he wants his last act in her lifetime to be one last swoop of consumerism so that she can be wearing some hot pumps when she arrives at the pearly gates. Think with your brain words, America! And I can only hope the rest of the world doesn't have to deal with this one. But then it all comes back to the guy singing the song.
I knew like autographs of heaven's love as it thanked me and ran out. I knew that God had sent that little boy to remind me what Christmas is all about.
Buying shit for your mother whom God opted to kill on Christmas? God killed that woman, so you'd get your shit together. Don't fuck with God. The people that like this song seem to be genuinely touched by it, opting of course to ignore the very upsetting undertones and contradictory nature of the song, but I guess that's what contemporary Christian is all about, which really gives it no excuse to be completely inescapable from November to January, or to have TV movies starring Rob Lowe based off of it, or to have a goddamn book.
No, these shoes will make us smile.
Son, I don't think your mama's gonna meet Jesus. They ain't even your real mama. That's just some woman I picked up on the side of the road turning tricks in Pasadena. Your real mama died a long time ago from the very same strain of syphilis that's got this woman sick. Now she's gonna meet someone. So this guy could learn a message about the meaning of Christmas. And that is indeed what Christmas is all about. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, joyful Ramadan, spiritually fulfilling equinox, and whatever else you guys might have. I'm your nostalgia chick. In this case, I think we all remember.